So this is my second take of the previous video. I don't like pretty much the kind of views here. I'm now a little bit more central. Just gonna, here is the map, so I don't pack up again. There we go. I am here, right here. That's called the Terrace de Fire. There you got, how it's called, number 7, Chateau Frontenac. Kind of very nice. Just in the back, if you see here, the back here is all the river. And there, just over there, is the Citadelle. Citadelle was speaking before. So just to make you an idea, Citadelle is there, I am here. Just behind me is the river. I think it's just the River Ontario. Anyway, it starts a long time in just down in the Ontario region, goes through one of the lakes, I believe so. I think so. I don't remember which one of the big lakes it is, but one of them, and goes up to the Atlantic, all the way through Nova Scotia, Halifax, and so on. So there, you got the Citadel. So I was saying before, I'm gonna recapitulate again the previous story I told you before. First settlement over here, besides the Iroquois, that they were here for thousands, hundreds of years, well, not 100,000, but hundreds of years. First settlement, roughly, beginning of the 17th century, 1608, I believe, was the first house. That one, first settlement in this area was French. And you got the Brits a little bit southern, what is nowadays, what at the moment was the 13 colonies. So pretty much all Pennsylvania, New England, Massachusetts, New York, and so on. So that moment, we got it, this was a French area, mostly, Canada at the moment wasn't Canada exactly, French got it pretty much Quebec. All the northern area, up to what is like British Columbia and so on, was still kind of not really explored, therefore was like unknown. Kind of pretty much people didn't know. It's like California as well. California started in like 18th century, roughly like 100 years later than this side of the coast. So pretty much you got there the fortress, one of the first fortress, if not the first one in all North America. They started building 17th century. They got the Brits on the south, here the French, well, they don't get along together, fight maybe break out, so they start building the fortress. And they start building it just in the hill. If you see the map, again the map over there, sorry for the movements of camera, got shaky hands. You see the map, you got here the river, oh shit. Here the river all over, and that's a big hill over here. So they built all the fortress just around this area. So why there? Because there, and they can see all along who is coming through the river and who is coming from as well, from the land. Therefore, it creates kind of a natural defense. That's the cons. The problem is it comes, well, someone decides just to put themselves over here surrounding the city, and on that side you got over here, like is the other side of the river, like roughly 600 meters, and they just kind of surrender the city, surround the city, and just need to wait until they finish with a supply of food. But anyway, that never happens. As I was saying, so 17th century, French arrive. So the French stay roughly for 140 years before the 7 Years' War breaks out in, there we go again, something much better view, breaks out in 1753. So the English want to get over here, they want to expand themselves and start fighting the French. You got different battles going around, and then 1759, 1760, the last two battles. One of them won by the French, one of them won by the British. That's just behind me, just over there, the other side, what's called Abraham Fields. You got Saint Foy as well over that area. It was the battle in 1759 won by the French. Year after, you got the Abraham Fields battle, won by the English, the one that finishes the war. A couple of years later, you got the Paris Treaty, 1763, where the French just kind of give to the British what is Quebec area, pretty much Quebec area. That was the only discovered area before they expanded the rest and get the rest of it. The option was that or the Sugar Islands. Sugar Islands, at the moment, sugar was really good for the economy. It was really big, big kind of good, a good commodity, a really good product for the economy. So they prefer to give this where the weather could be really shit, literally at 30 below zero at least in winter. So now it starts 1760. Starts the British period. 20 years later, well, 15 years later, the Americans, this South, they got the independence, 1776. So what happens there? The Americans want to expand east, south, and north. So at that moment, the fortress was just in the middle way. So the English at that moment, well, decided to invest a little bit and start expanding the fortress. At the moment, there are some wars between Britain and America and so on. Never gets Americans take a little bit of land, no major, don't arrive a little bit northern, like up to Niagara Falls and so on, but nothing major. They start to expand west and south. So as well, the winters here are quite bad. So what happens at the moment? There we go. So what happens at the moment? So the continues. They finish the fortress over there. They don't really use it, and roughly 19th century, 1880s, Canada becomes independent. That moment, the kind of the western area has been discovered. Canada has been expanding all over the west, like all over the south area and up as well. So becoming quite a big country. Gets the independence, and well, that's what we know nowadays as Canada. Like really big country, not many people. Cities in around the corners, but no, mostly nothing in the middle. Well, just wilderness, and honestly, place you got like 40 below zero in winter. You don't want to be, honestly. Like I'll talk a little bit about like just like Australia, just around the corners, but in the middle nothing. Not saying nothing bad about that, but in the middle it's kind of inhospitable area. You cannot grow anything. Difficult to arrive. No good communications and so on. So that's my second take in this video. Better kind of views, pretty much the same kind of history, so a little bit more expanded and so on. Just might see both videos, might not see any of them. Anyway, guys, enjoy it and keep you posted.